How's your
And
day
guess what?
going?
It's just you and me today.
That sounds crazy.
Well,
Dude,
you
they've
are
been
an author.
popping.
Who's this?
That was
That was
so
fantastic. I've never seen that. That was great. I love
funny.
it.
RL, thank you. RL is
That was
adorable.
fantastic. I need like 4 of those stat. Those are great.
Right? That
Those are great.
was so cute.
Girl,
Oh.
your book is everywhere. It's all I see all over my feed. It's like your little team is just working overtime because I am scrolling and seeing Baba and Baba and Baba everywhere.
They are amazing. Like, I wish I had money to give them like a salary. I was like,
Well,
I'm sorry.
well, you are giving them books, so there's that.
True. I was like,
That is
oh
kind of part
my
of the
gosh.
that's kind of part of the contract, team member and author contract. You get bonuses.
Yes. Oh my
Hi.
god.
Uh,
So like, yeah.
Baba is here, Jen. We are so excited. Baba is here. Baba
She
is in
has
the building.
arrived.
She has arrived. And she is finally having her moment because we all know she is the star. Baba is the star.
She, she's something.
She's the reason why all of this exists.
Yes.
So
Oh my
we have
god,
to give her
yes.
props. I really wanted to read it before tonight, but I just did not have time. But so
That is okay.
no, I really did though. It's only like 150 pages. I was like, I can do it, but I could not.
I'm I'm hoping probably next year we could put it in the budget to have it. And oh, that'd be awesome.
Do you think
That'd
in
be so
audio?
awesome. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's short. It's not too
Mm-hmm.
long. It shouldn't be that bad.
Mm-mm. I don't think so.
Can you imagine Charlie as Baba? Die. I would die.
Thank you,
She
Nikki.
would be so perfect. You just listening to her answer these questions. Oh my god, I was just sitting here just like I could fall asleep just listening to her talk all day.
I actually didn't listen to it. I was
Well,
gonna wait
good.
until today.
Well, good because I didn't listen to the whole thing. I listened to all of James's because, I just wanted to talk for 5 minutes.
I love you. You you could like what is it? You record it and make some of it like a notification tone or something
Girl,
like that.
girl. I came real close because there's a part I could have like snipped out and been, just for hard times. Just kidding, James.
That's true.
I would never, I would never betray your trust like that.
I
But I
was
thought
surprised
about it.
he got back to us quick because
He really
usually
did.
no
He's so
no
sweet.
not that I'm harking on him, but he usually is the last of the people to ever respond in anything.
Maybe it was the subject line Hail Mary. Perhaps that made him read it faster.
We gotta tell him what the hell happened. Oh my god.
That was
So
so funny.
yeah, so Kim and I do tea time with Kim and Dee, and so we reach out to Charlie and James Joseph. I almost said Joe James.
Joe James. That's what we call him.
Yeah.
We call him Joe James
Joe James.
because we're tiny.
And yeah, and so I was like, hey, we're gonna do this live. If you can join, that's awesome. If you can't, if you could do recordings and here's like a few questions and then some bits of it, if you could record it, that would be absolutely fabulous. And they both are super busy, which is expected.
Obviously.
But to get James Joseph's attention in this email, because he gets so many emails, I put Hail Mary at the top.
Sure
And
did.
then
Right in the subject.
all caps, Hail Mary. And then as I'm typing out the subject matter of this email, on the bottom, I proceed to explain, oh, wait, you're a British person. Maybe you don't know what a Hail Mary is. So this is the definition of what a Hail Mary is.
Yeah, you
And
went. Yeah, you circled it real good.
I wish we could
Bless
have
you.
saw his reaction like a fly on the wall. Like he's probably like, this fucking freaking idiot. Like
No, B, you're iconic. We all know it. It's amazing. You're amazing. I yeah, but I when I got the email and it said Hail Mary and I didn't even look at who it was from. I was just like, what is this? I was like, should I open this? Is this a scam?
is it spam?
And then I looked at the sender and I was like, oh no, it's just D. It's fine. Just D. Her shenanigans.
Dude,
And
I
he
don't
did. He literally answered like within 24 hours. And I was like, oh, wow, she really got him with that Hail Mary.
got
Dean.
him. Now every time I send an email to them, I'm gonna be like, Hail Mary.
Hail Mary. Yeah, no, exactly. And then, Dean, you know how I do it. We're just talking to Dee about her new book that just came out yesterday. Kind of. And then also just kind of talking shit about each other. Um,
Pretty much. We like to have fun.
but so you sent that. Charlie was supposed to be here. Charlie, hey Erin, Charlie was going to try to be here, but she had something come up, so we couldn't have her on. And so Dee was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna see if they'll send us some audio. And we have literally 12 minutes of audio here to share with you guys. But I did want to talk to you a little bit about this book, and I want everyone here to kind of hear about what who Baba is, what Baba means to you. I know what she means to me. I love Baba. Baba's my favorite character. You know, aside from, like, ooh, hot guy that I like love. Baba is
Mm-hmm.
like it for me. Like she's always been my favorite character. So I just love her. So,
Uno momento, por favor, mi
uh-oh.
amor.
What happened?
I I have Baba here.
Oh, I went to see her. And that cover, I can't believe you did that yourself.
Go Canva for the win.
I mean,
I was like,
seriously.
Brian, don't hate me, Brian, because all I did,
No.
put her on there, took the Afton Adder snake, blew that trucker up, blurred the background, and then I found a skull thingy, and then like fitted it right in her face.
It looks amazing. Like, I mean, Canva is a great tool. And I'd rather you use Canva all day, every day than some AI
Versus
bullshit.
a $800 cover.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Especially
So
for such a small book too. That's the other thing.
so we have the book.
I did the purple on Sunday, Erin. I have the purple fingers to prove it.
I drew little wrinkles on her too.
Did you have that made?
I did.
Oh my god, I love it. Look at her eyes. Oh my god.
Yup.
Precious.
I colored her little eyes and put little wrinkles on her. And then she's got
Put your knife and bottle. I know everything. It's everything. Gee, you're so funny. Oh my god. That's amazing.
oh
Look
dude,
at
when these
her.
came in, I was like, yes. And my husband's like, oh Jesus. It's like, God dang it. This lady's lost it.
Nah, you never had it.
Nope. I was like, you married this thing. You knew what you was
You knew what
getting
he was getting
into.
into.
I'm gonna see if I could be a dork.
No excuses now. No takebacks.
Oh, her head's too big. There we go. Boom.
Baba's out. Okay, but also my family is like that's what I was saying to do like a to make one for Bobby and like one for Charlie and then just like send it to them as a gift. Like that would be so adorable.
Aaron, you guys, that's a genius
Aaron's
move.
a genius. Aaron's a genius. Hey,
Well,
gentlemen,
this.
how are you? Oh, Jen says, please, can I have? Well, just tell us like how to. Can we need to tell them to make some more?
Okay. Actually, I have a secret package for Jen because if people didn't know, Jen was part of the, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jen, the production team
I'm sure she was.
for the audiobooks. And
Sure
it's
she
like,
was.
oh my God. Oh my God. Like it's an extra like layer of intimacy, if that's the right word. That sounds kind of sexual. It's
I
just
mean,
like she helped birth them. That sounds weird too. I
I
can't
mean,
word. But
Jen.
you know what that is? That's great. Oh, Jen, you know what? You might you gonna get a little special something. A little special something. But for Venator Mortis, I was going to give the voice actors little gifts for it, which is
Mm-hmm.
James Joseph, Sean Masters, Charlie Albers, and Joe Arden.
Mm-hmm.
And now this would be a perfect little like extra oomph other than their shirts that say Venator Mortis on the
I
back.
am
Because
so
James,
excited about this book. I'm so excited.
oh girl, it has been so much fun to write. It is so lethal.
But
It's
here's the thing, y'all.
lethal.
Here's the thing. I've been waiting for this book for like a year because this bee gave me a sample like a year ago and was like, hey, here's a book I'm writing, and this is some audio. Let me just, throw that at you and hope that you don't lose your freaking mind waiting for this book to come out.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You're not sorry. You're not sorry at all. Don't lie. Don't lie.
Oh
But
man.
no, ever since you gave me that little card, I'm just like, oh my God, I can't wait.
I think I
She
still
knew.
have it.
That's right. She
I
knew what she was doing. And she knew I was going to
I
talk about it too, because she knows I can't shut up. I got to yap about
I
stuff.
kept one card. All the other cards got handed out at Spellbound. I kept one card so I could go back to it.
It's such a great little clip too, because it just sets up the story so well. You get a little piece of everyone's voice. And yeah.
It's I haven't cussed at all writing this
Hmm.
book. It's been a challenge of mine because it's all like back in the 1880s. And like the
Hmm.
guys will probably cuss, but like they're very like
Like
I don't
proper. Like proper
yes, and
curses.
I keep thinking
Lots of
of
bloodies
like
and
yeah, and I keep thinking of Sherlock Holmes. And I'm
yeah.
like, okay, let's Sherlock Holmes a little bit, make it kind of like sexy back in the day. Like,
Hmm.
yeah, oh, I can't wait
It's
to
so your
give you
vibe though.
it.
It's perfect. And I know you. So I know you are doing all of the research and taking all of the time to make sure that it's totally accurate and totally like perfect vibes. And so yeah,
How to
I
be
know.
Victorian.
Mhm. I know.
Dictionary of Victorian slang, cant, and vulgar words from the underworld.
Oh, we had to have the vulgar words, did we?
I was like, this book is making me feel dumb. I'm learning new things that I never thought
Well,
could
of
be
course
used.
you are. Oh, Jen says she has that book.
Yes.
I mean, you got to do what you got to do. When you're writing historical fiction, you got to do what you got to do. You
Yes.
can't be inaccurate because people will call you out.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, in
Oh
a
my
second.
god.
So,
Especially Jack the Ripper.
what's the time frame for Baba's book? Is it when she's like, does it cover like her whole life or does it cover just like her young life? Where does it?
So, for Memoirs of Baba Yaga, it is the beginning and is a novella part one. So
Okay.
now I can write part two, part three, part whatever, because it's been a nice little escape in between the bigger, lengthier novels.
Right.
And so with Baba, that was another reason why I did House of Snow and Sin came out before Baba Yaga because it explains one of the characters and memoirs of Baba Yaga.
Okay.
So there's a method to the madness, but it
Who's
is
playing chess? We're
settled.
all just playing checkers here. Yeah.
Oh, I don't even know what this is like random dice rolling with dominoes and on speed. Like it
So
makes no
so a Tuesday for G.
sense.
I mean, basically that's how you
My
roll
brain.
90% of the time.
And, and
Don't mean to call you out, but
it's
guys,
so
this is
it's so true
normal
though.
for her.
I don't know how y'all deal with me sometimes.
Very
Um
carefully.
well I ask my husband, I'll be like, how do you how? And he's like, you're adorable. He's like, I wouldn't do it if
Exactly.
you weren't cute. And I'm like,
Exactly.
well crap, what are you gonna do when I'm like old and ugly? And he's like, shut up.
It's a good thing you're cute. That's all I can say.
But yes, this is in about the 1860-65. And then, or she's born in 1865, excuse me. And then she's growing up in this small town and she's with her parents who have like a little bit of Norse mythology, a little bit of Slovenian, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And then she meets this boy every summer. His family comes around in the summer because they are the Aftons and they're gypsies. Yes. And
Oh.
they become like just this adorable little couple every summer, and he gives her a little bracelet and he like saves her from drowning and saves her from burning down the woods while she's doing a sacrifice because she's different and her family doesn't really know how to get her except for her mom. And then growing up, her mom would like scare them with the Baba Yaga story so they would be good children, much like a lot of different cultures, which pause makes me a little perturbed when some people will be like, oh, Baba Yaga means something bad about women or it's bad in our culture. And I'm like, okay, well, if you look at other cultures,
Yeah.
she is something different. She's a protector. She's also kind of like Krampus, where it's like, if you're bad, Baba Yaga will get you, or Krampus will get you type of thing. So,
yeah.
Yeah. So be good. And so for her, she was fascinated as a kid with Baba Yaga, and she made a little doll, and it was her friend because her siblings were like, you're freaking weird. I don't want to deal with you. And she has a pet Highland cow named Loki, and she rides
Shut
him
up.
around. Yes. He's so cute. Yes. And he hates everyone but her. And so,
I love that.
so they're growing up, they're doing their thing, and then a plague comes through. And it's just her and her mom. And then this priest and his son come through with their little farm hands. And the priest really likes her mom.
Nope.
And basically, back then, unfortunately, shedding light on what women had to deal with back then, and they are forced to join their family. And then it's going to be gross, but unfortunately this crap happened. Her name's Astrid originally. Baba's name is Astrid. Okay. Astrid is forced. Yep. Yeah. She's forced to marry the priest's son, which is technically her stepbrother, but they're gross. They're just gross people.
That's not the good kind of taboo. That's the bad kind.
Yeah. That's not little stranger. Yes, it's no. And so they're trying to figure out how to deal with this life. And then time passes by and she's just kind of, she's so young. So she's like, this is my life now. I have to succumb to it. Like, what if, the gods have forsaken me? What if, all this stuff. And then one day there's new farm hands that show up. And it just happens to be the young man that she fell in love with. And she's like, oh my God, does he even remember me? Of course he remembers you, stupid. And sorry, I'm like yelling at her while I'm writing this. And then her mom, and then this character named Zhang Zhang, which she does not talk, she can hear, but she was taken as well, and she has a backstory, and she's in House of Snow and Sin, but we'll just throw that over to the side for now.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
And so we have Zhang Zhang and the mom that are like, okay, I know who he is. The mom does. And
Mhm.
she's like telling Zhang Zhang who he is, and then they're like, okay, we gotta maybe try to help out their chances, right? We gotta do something. And Arthur Patrick Afton, he's like, look, my family has established in Lockham, England. I'm gonna take you out of here. Let's go. And she's like, I can't go anywhere because of my mom. I can't go anywhere because of my mom. And then we go on the roller coaster ride and it switches and everything goes to hell and it is super bad. And it was awful to write what happens to her because they are like secular, culty, back roads, Christian type people. Like they lock her in a cave. Like how, oh, well, you'll arise like Jesus did 3 days later and you'll finally come to your senses and other horrible things.
Mm-mm.
And so I try to write it in a specific way. So those that have read it, I confuse you a little bit because there's a
Mhm.
part where it looks like she's going down a downward spiral. And then there's I like to call it the apocalyptic scene. And there's the perfect song on the playlist that goes with it. And it is just like powerful and orchestra and just like, so good. And then it just opens it up to what part two, part three, part 50 might be, and just like make it like little individual, almost like episodes. Like if you're watching a series that's 20 minutes long.
So
And
what I'm hearing is by writing this 150-page book, you just made yourself write about 5 more books.
yes, and we've got Venator Mortis,
Are they going to
which
intersect?
the Twisted Twins are uncles of the Afton. And so in the book, they keep hinting to Lockham, England, and they're like, you know what? We really just should get over this town. We should get over this life. Blah, 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 blah. And Baba helps the widow towards the end of the book because
You can't help
1880s.
yourself.
I can't. I love them so dang much. I can't get out of their world, man. I
You
just
never
can't.
will. It'll go on forever.
I'm gonna start wearing old 1880s stuff and
You
frilly
already
things and the
do.
little hat. I'm gonna walk into the hospital for surgery.
Oh my God, how funny would that be? With like a pocket watch?
Oh god.
I
They'd be
mean,
like, what the hell?
but I love your vision for them. I love that you love them so much because they are great characters and they are super fun. And I mean, they're yours. They're your babies and you
They
made them.
are.
Yeah. So, and it's nobody you don't want to stop talking and writing about your babies. You can't move on,
Mm-mm.
clearly.
Mm-mm.
Um
No.
so
Especially with all the crazy stuff that's just like, oh, we should make them do this, and oh, that'll be heartbreaking, or oh, that'll be gut splitting laughter right there. And like, oh my God.
yeah, and your brain is something. I don't know. I don't know where you come up with this stuff. Okay, so would y'all like to have a little James Joseph break? Want to hear a little James Joseph audio? So what we did was we just sent a couple of like general questions to James about his narration journey, and I know, Aaron, I know what you want,
Is that a question?
babe. And just about, how he is, and one particular question about the adders that I think is very interesting, which made me very happy, the answer that he gave. I know, guys. I know. I know. I shouldn't have even asked. It's my fault, really.
Hey guys, it's James Joseph here. I'm really sorry that I
Mhm.
can't be with you today. I think we're doing this at midnight London time, so it's just a bit late for me to stay up to speak with
Thanks,
you.
Aaron.
But I'm sending you lots of love. Dia sent me some questions that I'm going to try and answer. I won't go on too long. What is your origin story as a voice actor? Did anything or anyone inspire you? So yeah, I left drama. When I left drama school, I started doing voiceovers. I was doing initially lots of audiobooks, and to begin with, they were the thing that I did in between other acting jobs. Um, so when a play finished or something, I would then have maybe a little bit of time before starting something else, or I wouldn't have anything in the diary, and so it was a really good way of a continuing to be able to pay the rent and b able to carry on being creative. Um, and then as sort of time went by, I found myself slightly falling out of love with the acting industry as a whole, and falling more in love with the voiceover industry specifically. Um, it's just full of the kindest people. There's no ego really in the audio industry, which I was growing a bit sick of it in the acting industry. It's a steadier lifestyle, because it's a bit more reliable, but also you get to be creative in a way that I just wasn't finding the opportunities to be in stage and screen acting. You know, I get to play all the parts. It's a bit narcissistic, selfish of me. Um, but yeah, so then I sort of turn my attention to it, and then once you sort of really fully focus on something, I think it allows you the opportunity to really grow and to find new avenues and you know do other things. So then I started doing lots of games and then other bits of voice work, corporate bits, commercials, etc., etc. Um, in terms of inspiration, I think the opening scene of Mrs. Doubtfire, that scene with Robin Williams when he is voicing that animation, that cartoon, and he's playing all the parts. I remember as a kid just being so impressed by that, I couldn't believe it was just one person. Um, so yeah, I think probably the late great Robin Williams. Do you have a ritual when recording? Do you know what? I really don't, and I'm not very disciplined about, you know, oh, I must warm my voice up, and I should not drink coffee, and I should not have chocolate, and oh, I'm recording tomorrow, so I shouldn't have a glass of wine. Like I don't really do any of that. And maybe later in life I'll have to, but yeah, I'm honestly I'm not very disciplined about stuff. I don't really warm up. I quite like it actually when I haven't warmed up. I find my voice has a different timbre to it, which I quite like. Um, I don't really have any rituals either, to be honest. I just do it. I mean, I guess I always have water in the studio. One thing I'm trying to get better at is not having my phone with me because as my phone pings, I get distracted. But I'm not very good at that, to be honest. But no, I tend to my ritual in terms of recording, certainly with a book, is to read the book beforehand, so I've got a good idea of the characters, work out the voices I want to do, and then off I go. Approximately how many books, games, commercials do you think you've recorded? I think between me and James Joseph is obviously my pseudonym. So between the real me and James Joseph, I think I've recorded 550-ish audiobooks. Just a bit bonkers. Um, Games, I think I've been in about 20 games, maybe. Commercials, I've only actually done one big commercial, which was the easiest money I've ever made in my life. I think it was 20 minutes work. I think I said 5 words, and it was, yeah, it kept me going for a while. I'd like a few more of those, please. Out of the Afton characters that you've portrayed, who is your favourite to voice? I think Bobby. I've got a bit of a soft spot for Bobby. He's charming and he's cheeky and I think the journey I get to play with Bobby is has been was the most fun to get to play out. But they're all great. I mean, what an amazing what an amazing world that Dee has created. It's a treat to be part of. Okay, I'll give you one more. Well, some of these are deep. I'll try this one. What does loyalty mean in this world? Oh, maybe it's too early to answer this question. It's 9 a.m. here. What does loyalty mean in this world? God, that could be an essay, couldn't it? Wow. Okay. Well, I guess to me, loyalty means a deep, deep trust. It means being there even when things are hard, not just when they're easy. I think it also means not just saying what you think the other person wants you to say, but saying what you think is best for them. Do you know what I mean? Like loyalty can sometimes be misguided. Um, yeah, I mean, that is scratching the surface of that question. That's all I got. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you guys. Have a great rest of your chat, and I'll catch you guys soon.
Guys, did you hear that? Let me turn it back up. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
That was James Joseph. Wasn't he sweet?
He's
Yes,
so
you did hear that. Wasn't that so nice of him to do that for us, y'all?
He is so
I just
sweet.
thought that was the best thing ever. He was so sweet to do that. And yeah, turn down your volume, everyone. Because I'm gonna tell you, Charlie's is a lot louder. You won't have any problem hearing Charlie, I promise. But we'll wait on that one for a little bit. I'll give you a audio break for a minute. What? Wait, what am I waiting for?
Just kidding. We love you.
But okay, is anyone surprised that his favorite is Bobby? Because yes, I have listened to Make Games, and yes, I'm having issues at the moment. I had issues the first time I listened to it. I've already listened to this 3 times, so it's fine.
It's
I'm
so
good.
good. It is so good. Can I tell you? So when I first in the beginning, so got with Blue Nose, and they're like, okay, we're gonna send you 4 or 5 voices, and you can listen through and see who, what, when, where. And I'm like, oh, okay. And he uh auditioned, like they had his thing in there, or maybe not audition, but they had his voice. And
Mhm.
I'm like, this voice is so freaking familiar. And like, I really like it. And I think I've heard it. And I was listening to Mate Games at that time. And I was on like
Girl,
the 3rd or 4th book. And I'm like, oh my God, what? What?
yes.
Holy shit. And I'm like, yeah, no, freaking yeah. Oh my God, you got
No
Pan.
contest.
Aaron, I want to know. Aaron, I want to know
Yeah,
too.
Aaron, you
I
need
got
to send it to
FOMO.
D too. By the way, Aaron, did he talk about his tail? I just need to know if he talked about his tail. Because if it's Pan, you know he said something about his tail. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Looked in for
Mate
BK. Yeah,
Games.
I'm sorry, guys. That tail. See, you know what I'm talking about, Renita? That man and his
Re-
tail.
so Rihanna, she was with me at Edwards Air Force Base in California, and she's British and she lives in the UK. Ah,
Oh my gosh. Well, welcome, Rena.
yes,
That's so
that
awesome
is
of you
so.
to join us.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so I just thought that was really sweet. And like we said, like literally we sent it on a Monday and he sent that back on a Tuesday. So super
Ooh,
sweet of him to do that. And so there you go, guys. Little James Joseph for your Tuesday night. I
yes.
figure me and D are pretty good. We did that. So let's talk a little bit more about what you've got coming out. So we've just put out Baba. We've got Venator Mortis coming out in what, the
Mhm.
fall?
Yes, the fall.
And then audio, is it going to be simultaneous or is the audio going to be later?
So I'm being a HOE, and I'm putting out Venator Mortis the week of Spellbound in the Valley, and then the audio will be in November. So it'll be very close.
Yeah, that's not
It'll be
too
very
far. Yeah.
close.
It's like
Yeah.
October to November.
Yes.
Yeah,
And then
that's
House
fine.
of Snow and Sin will be on audio. I think it's the week of Thanksgiving. So I'm like, yes, because that'll be so much fun.
Well,
That
'cause
book
that's gonna
was,
be Christmas, so that's gonna be holiday.
yes, and it's perfect for the holidays, and it's so ridiculous. Like, just laugh your butt off, plus spice, plus laughing your butt off because there might be something in there where Bobby he kind of gets kidnapped, and then he tells his little kidnappers, he's like, well, too bad for you that like getting kidnapped's the kink for me.
Shut up. I love that man so much. God, I love him. Bobby is like, so Bobby is like my best friend. Kenneth is my husband, but Bobby is my best friend. I just
And
want to hang
Kenneth
out with Bobby
is,
forever.
he is such a brat in the book.
Don't
He's
you
just
talk
like,
about my
no,
man like that.
he's like, no one buy my wife gifts. I buy my wife gifts. Nobody look at her. Don't touch her. Don't talk to her. She's my wife. And then like they like get on Kenneth's case, and then he like dramatically gets in Alice's laugh, and he's like, wife, they're being mean to me. And she's like, oh, my poor big baby.
Exactly. But he's the best. I love him so much.
Yes.
He's my man. And
Oh,
everyone loves Kenneth. Jen loves Kenneth too. It's not just me. Everyone loves Kenneth. But that's
I
the thing.
love that.
Bobby's your best friend. Like Bobby's your GBF. Like, and Kenneth is not.
Kenneth is daddy.
Kenneth is daddy. Yes, exactly. Okay, so are we still have more adders?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so
Mm-hmm.
what's the plan with them?
We have Hearts Restrained by Rope, which should be next year, and it's
And
the twins
that
story.
one's in the States, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you have the twins, and it's Gregory and Jacob. And at first, I was gonna make it like a twins romance, but then I was like, you know what? I am gonna get a vote from my channel and my street team and see what they would like, so then they can also feel like they're kind of a part of the story process.
You're the
And
sweetest.
yeah, I was like, okay, cool. So instead of a twins sharing, it would be Gregory's story, and then you have Jacob's story. And Jacob is gay. And back in that time frame, it was really hard. Now, obviously, the Aftons are like, whatever, we're here for whatever, it's our family member. But in the States during that time, that's
No
hard.
bueno. Yeah.
And so we're dealing with that, criticism and the harshness of that. And then also, Gregory, he was in a relationship with someone who was in the Sioux tribe, which they didn't like him, da da da. And she has been missing. The Sioux tribe think it's him. He finds out that there's like this underling human trafficking that's been going on, and he's trying to like infiltrate it. All while this chick and her brother, they realize that their dad is in bad business and he's not a good guy. So that's the last a snippet that you get of that is the last little bonus chapter in Heart Strengthened by Cyanide, where she comes up to him after a whole, herd comes by, and she's like, I need your help killing my father. And he's like, oh, cool. Maybe, the States isn't so bad. Because he was like biatching the whole time. He's like, this place is so flat, and it's windy, and I hate it, and there's no tea, and this is stupid, and I hate that I'm out here. Yeah, he's like, damn you, Everett, for putting me out here, you freaking And then of course we have a little bit of the family that comes back in, because I have to bring them back. And Bobby and Marcus and Tilly are there with their kids visiting them, and Kenneth and Alice and them are visiting, and you're gonna kill me. But this horrible idea came to me where, so you have Bobby's little girl, and she loves her unkies, especially her unkie Kenneth. She loves him.
Of course.
They have tea. They have a tea party in House of Sin.
Oh my god.
And
It's mommy.
So Jacob's like, hey, I'll watch the kids. You all go do some sightseeing, parent stuff. I'll watch the kids. And they have like 3 kiddos. Well, one of the kids gets kidnapped because they're a little bit older and they're trying to help Uncle Jacob when their cabin gets, ransacked and stuff, and they're beating up Jacob. And the little kiddo like tries to push a gun. She's like, Uncle JJ, Uncle JJ. And then they take the little girl. And then the family comes back, and you can only imagine with Kenneth and Bobby and Marcus and Tilly and Alice, and they're all like, you took my kid? Oh, we gonna kill you.
That's not good. That's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
bad.
They gonna wish they were never born.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait. I can't wait. You've got you. Oh, and we're not even talking about the frickin' anthology.
You mean that's a book now?
Yes, the
Oh.
anthology that turned into a whole ass book.
Oh my god, and the art is so gorgeous.
I have no doubt.
I can't wait to show you. It's so the underworld is a woman. Hades is a woman. Casted out by her family, modern day, Greek lore. And Hades is, ruling the underworld, and it has this bad stigma and everything. And Persephone is just trying to deal with life with her horrible mother and her face friends. And she goes to her bachelorette party, and Minthy takes her to the underworld where she's not supposed to go. And these guys try to dance up on Persephone and be gross. And Persephone has a deep, 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 dark secret that Demeter squished down as much as possible and did as much PR as possible. And, well, while these guys are being gross, she's about to, bye-bye. And Hades is like, what's up? Okay, maybe not what's up. It's a lot more sexier than that. And so Persephone's a little like, woohoo, because they slipped her in a drink and just, And so Hades is like, oh, okay, like, since you're in a dancey mood, I'll dance with you. It's not like that. It's a lot more sexier than that.
It's like you're not making this sound real great.
I'm not a good pitch woman.
Okay, guys, listen. It's a sapphic Hades and Persephone retelling. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Because you're gonna love it. I mean, how many times do all of you people tell me you want more sapphic? You all tell me all the time. So she's doing it. And it's Hades and Persephone. And Hades is a chick.
Mm-hmm. And she's like almost like Italian mafia looking, like thick curly hair. She wears freaking suspenders and the tie, and she's hot to trot. Oh, she's hot to trot.
I can't wait.
Oh,
I mean, I knew she would be, but come on. Everything you do is freaking hot. I swear. I don't even know. It's ridiculous.
I blame my playlist. It's on my playlist.
Your brain scares me.
Could you imagine if I ruled the world? Actually, it'd probably be a better place.
Can we talk a little bit about how you are possibly going to be writing some spicy audios, and if someone doesn't hire you to do that immediately, then they are crazy.
Yeah. So, Magic.
Hey, Scottish, are you still here? Because Dee's going to be writing some Magic Wave.
Yes, Scottish, are you in the building? Raise your hand. You might actually be told to be both on this because there's a reason why they asked me to join their team. Okay, fine. You're not in the chat. Fine. We will send you this post later and then fast forward to this time frame.
He'll do another drive-by here in a minute. James Joseph is on Quinn. That is true. And yes.
He is on Quinn, and I will hold my opinions on...
You're back. Scottish.
Quineth.
Wait.
Scottish.
Is he still here? No, he drove by again. He's driving by. It's okay. I'll tell him later.
Welcome to the party, Ethan.
So there's a possibility that Dee is going to be writing some spicy audio for Magic Wave, which let me tell you, I had my first taste of Magic Wave yesterday. If you would like to see the results, please go to my page and look at my last video because woo, it was something. It was something,
Oh,
guys.
I can't wait to watch
I was
this.
not prepared. I was not prepared. Let's just put it that way. Because your girl reads spicy books, but this is a whole nother game. Whole nother ball of wax.
Mhm. Mhm.
So, yeah. Okay, are y'all ready to hear some Charlie?
It's the
You want to hear the
queen.
beautiful Charlie's voice? Because, oh my god, it's amazing.
Which, by the way, she's writing a book.
She is writing a book, and she talks a little bit about it too. So, trying to find my downloads. There they are. So, this is considerably louder, y'all. So, if it's too loud, let me know. I'm going to turn my volume down. Hold on. Because I mean, like, it's great audio. I don't know if James was just like sitting in the living room with his phone or what. But Charlie was not playing. Okay, here we go.
What is your origin story as a voice actor? I studied acting and I come from a long line of creatives, artists, writers, poets, whatnot. So it's been in my blood, and I studied with the Bristol Old Vic. I trained in ballet and dance and movement. So I've always done that. But I really decided to launch into voice acting in 2019, just before the world shut down. Whilst I have an acting background and I'm a trained actor, I took a great big chunk of time out from acting to study food science and psychology and broadcast journalism, and then had kids. So I was out of doing everything for years and years and years, and then decided in 2019 to get back into it. And I have not looked back. It's just one of those careers that I think is just so magical. I've done voice abroad and I've been on the radio and I worked at radio stations and I worked at the BBC. So I have that experience already. So I wasn't completely new. Approximately how many books, games, commercials do you think you've recorded? Honestly, I really have no idea. It is a lot. I think in terms of audiobooks, I'm probably edging towards 200 now, possibly. I don't know about video games. I've done a lot of video games, commercials, TV promos, animation, animated series in terms of like YouTube and stuff like that. So yeah, I honestly don't know. I think because I work as Ali Rose and also as my name, there's just been so much. And I've done a lot of meditation apps and I've also done some work with my kids as well. So, but in terms of numbers, I have no idea. Out of the Afton characters you have portrayed, who is your favourite to voice? Okay, I'm going to answer this one alongside which do you feel is closest to your personality? So both of those. My favourite and the closest to me is Baba, for sure. She's the matriarch. She is she's the top of the food chain. She looks after everybody. She is a powerhouse. And I'm not saying that I'm a powerhouse, but I feel like when you're a mum, everything stops with you. Your kids come first. The dogs come first in my world. So definitely Baba. It's closest to my personality in terms of how she views her family and her love of her family. I'm a lot less crazy than she is. What is the most dangerous thing about the Afton Adder's world? I think, in all honesty, you could be standing with the enemy right in front of you and not know it. And that's one thing that is very typical of life. They say, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. And that's very true of the Afton Adder's world. It's actually a beautiful thing in terms of it brings people close together. And this kind of ties in with the next question, what does loyalty mean in this world? I think it's really important to have people around you who are not only loyal, but not yes men. It's so important to have loyal people around you. It's a dog-eat-dog world and everyone is out for themselves. What is your character capable of that would horrify most people? my character, my personal character, as in me, I don't think it would horrify most people, but I'm quite shy. I'm quite an introvert. My family are paramount to me more than anything else at all. I don't know it's a horrifying thing, but it makes me want to defend them no matter what. I'm going to put the next two together. Do you have specific scenes that were your favourite to bring to life? And do you have any specific scene that broke your heart that comes to mind? Any scene that has Baba, and I feel like I am, repeating myself here, but she is such a strong character. When you see those glimmers of vulnerability with her, when you see those glimmers of her questioning her choices and her family's choices and the world that they all live in, it's so vulnerable. And I feel like those are so beautiful to voice, because voicing those vulnerable scenes where you can actually put your true self into those is just so enjoyable and brings it to life and makes it so authentic. Do you have a ritual when recording? Honestly, no. Firstly, I don't want to feel beholden to doing rituals, because on the days that I can't do them for whatever reason, I would feel discombobulated. I record all day, every day. So it's just my daily, I wake up, I have a shower, I make my coffee, I get in the studio. I might put a candle on, I might not, but really beyond that, there's not really anything. I don't like to come into the studio and feel like I have to do this repetitive ritual all the time. That's not who I am. I like to be much freer. Much the same as with my prep. I used to be so prescriptive with my prep. It would take forever. I just found that when I was in the studio and I was recording, it would really bind me to decisions I had made when I was prepping and not living in that place whilst I'm narrating. What hobbies do you enjoy outside of work? I'm currently writing my first debut. It started off as one book, and I got a lot of feedback that it was really, really good. And so I sat down and I kind of plotted the next, which then went into book 3. So it's now a 6-book series. I haven't written those, obviously, because that would be insane. But I needed to get in my head what this series is going to look like. It's been a lot of to and fro, but I absolutely, oh my God, writing is just, it's taken me really back to my roots and my creative journey that I started on. I feel like I've come full circle. Okay, so I now have a couple of lines I'm going to voice for you. Stay still. It'll hurt less if you don't fight me. Love. No, darling. I learned long ago that love is just a prettier word for leverage. You didn't marry a woman. You married a reckoning.
Everyone turn your volume down.
I love her so freaking much.
That woman is a damn treasure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Renita said expired.
Her existence, I just can't. She is an absolutely, and she's so lovely. Like, her personality is just as lovely as her voice. Everything that she does is just so graceful and so spot on. She is so talented, and oh, I just absolutely love the woman so much. And that was so kind of her. That was almost 8 minutes of audio that she sent us, y'all,
Mm-hmm.
just because. Just because.
And in her busy freaking day to day.
She records literally every day. She's so busy. And so she's absolutely fabulous. And her voice is so unique. No one sounds like Charlie. Literally no one. Um, she's amazing. And she is every character. She is every Afton female character. Like, she is all of them to me. To me, like I love her as Baba, but Tilly, like her voice for Tilly is so unique to me that one just really always sticks with me is her Tilly.
Dude,
That's just me.
you're gonna murder me for Venator. Because, so those lines that she just read are from Venator Mortis.
Are they?
They are little sneak
Wondering.
peeks. Yes.
Because I didn't remember those. I was wondering.
They're from Venator Mortis. Because of course, I don't put in certain details because they're just like, oh yeah, yeah, they're in America, and forget to say they're in, North Dakota versus Texas, y'all. Poor James. And then for this one, she's like, oh, okay, so this is, I think she was thinking it was from Baba, and I was like, no, this is from Venator Mortis. Yes, her Tilly.
I'm telling you, her Tilly was just
beautifully heartbreaking.
Fabulous. It was fabulous. And that character, I mean, Tilly's story just in general was so heartbreaking, but also she just gave her this playfulness that just to me was so perfect for that book, but then also was such a she just made her so vulnerable, but at the same time she was still Tilly. She was still playful and funny and stuff, but when she needed to be serious, she just really took it there with her. And to me that was peak for me, was Tilly. I just loved her as Tilly.
Especially now, be a good boy and crawl. Oh man, that could be her ringtone right there.
Come on. I mean, yes, I loved her as Alice too, Aaron. I mean, I love her as everyone, but I don't know. There was just something really special about Tilly and the way that I feel like Tilly could have been done very one-dimensional if someone didn't know how to pick up on those little things about Tilly that make her so special in your book. And she really picked up on all those little things, and she really made them come to life. And I think she could have been done Tilly could have been done just fine, just as Tilly, but for her to have that depth and the way that Charlie just kind of picked up on all the little breadcrumbs that you left in that book and just really just made Tilly so much more than one-dimensional.
Yes. And that's, like you said, she picks up on the details, and that is one thing about the audiobooks that just make it so much more oomph, is because all of them step into it. All of them step into the character. They are the character. They and that's one thing, Charlie will always ask a lot of not a lot of questions, but she'll be like, can you give me instances, if this was this, what would she do, to better understand the whole character. It's insane. The dedication and the detail is amazing, because there is some people, if you just read the book and not hear the audio, sometimes they just picture Tilly as a posh princess,
kind of bimbo,
and it's
just,
yeah. And you're like, no, there's a whole layer, there's a whole iceberg that she hides behind this perfection. And that's
if you didn't read book one, you could really just not even get Tilly at all. If you just walked into book two and read book two and just assumed that Tilly was, like you said, just this kind of posh princess who didn't really have any depth and who was just kind of there and, wanted what she wanted and, was kind of spoiled, kind of almost, But the audio and the way that Charlie did it kept that from happening.
Yes.
It kept you from getting the wrong idea about who Tilly was.
Yes. And that's one thing that I'm not saying that my writing is excellent style for doing this type of thing to make your brain think this, but ever since Thank you. Well, after I learned, like, make sure you write to make sure that your readers understand what you're seeing, what you want them to feel, especially what you want them to feel. It's not always going to work, but you do your best to do that, because I'm listening to a book right now and it's great, but it is very much so like flat.
Mhm.
And it's not bad. It's great. I love it, but I like to dig in and make sure like you can relate to that character.
Yeah.
That like Baba.
Yep.
Either you want a Baba or Baba reminds you of somebody, or you can really feel the depth, especially with like reading her story and then seeing all these little nuances in other books and where they come from and pop into. Like it's just a little bit more of an iceberg.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think that, it's one thing to have a great story. Having a great story is obviously extremely important, and it's the backbone of what you're doing. But really developing characters and really having characters that have depth and emotion behind them is what takes a book from good to great.
Amen.
Yeah. And that ability to identify with characters and feel represented by what you're reading is just what takes it up a notch. And then when you have someone like Charlie come in and just lay it all out on a silver platter for you to listen to, you can't lose.
Oh God, cherry on top of the everything.
Yeah.
And you get like,
She's doing all the work for you. All you gotta do is
God,
listen and enjoy.
yeah. And it's nuts too, because like sometimes like you go back and you get the audio from the company, and then you're listening to it, and like not to sound stupid, like I'll look at Scott and I'll be like, I wrote that. I wrote that, and it sounds like, did you hear the way she did that? Oh my God. Oh,
she really got it. Like she really
Yes.
got what you were trying to say and what you were trying to put out there. And there's almost no better feeling than that,
Yes. And she just makes all of them come to life.
Yeah.
And it's just like magic.
But again, you give her those tools. Like you are the one who wrote the words that told her who that character is. She didn't make that up. Like she absolutely got it from you. You both are very good at, saying what you want to say. There's almost no way to misinterpret the way that you write or the way that you tell a story. You tell a story with purpose, and Baba's done. Baba's out. Baba's had it.
She's gonna go get somebody.
She's tired. She's old and she's tired, y'all. She's old and she's tired. She's been through it. But yeah, no, I think you guys are a great pair because you both take such great care with what you put out there. And James obviously also, he's done what? 3 of these books?
Mm-hmm.
And he's done 3 different MMCs plus tons of like unknown background characters. And they are all distinct. You can listen to 10 minutes of any of those books and know which book you're listening to just from, that.
Yes. That's such a talent right there.
Yeah. It is Baba's cocktail hour. I agree. I agree. And Baba is finally getting her flowers. And I think it's really telling, again, because I've always loved Baba ever since I read that book. I told you, Dee, that was like, she's my favorite. Like I need everything, Baba, everything. And Charlie said it too. That's her. She's just such an amazing character. And maybe it's because we don't know everything about her. And maybe that's why she's so intriguing to us. But nevertheless, she is very intriguing and she's a great character. So you made it. You made her.
Oh,
Baba has my
yes.
Baba, and that's the thing is like, especially with a strong female character like that, because we as females all know what that character probably went through to get to that point where she's at. And we know that it wasn't just, I was born that way. Obviously, that's part of it, but most of these women are forged by their experiences. And so,
Yes.
you know that there's a story there. Like there's a reason.
A story that my husband gagged to.
I love it. Oh, don't worry, Willa. It's fine. You're fine, babe.
Yes.
Does anybody have any questions for Dee or anything about Baba or anything coming out? Dee, do you have anything else you want to announce or say?
Thank you, everybody. This would not be possible if y'all weren't amazing, and I freaking love you. God, I love you, Kim. Oh, I love you all.
Stop.
Jen, Willa, Renita, Aaron. Oh,
We love you. That's right, Jen. We aren't born badass.
yes.
Forged in fire. That is exactly right. Yep, it's true.
Hell yeah.
Genes help, but let me tell you, we've all been through some stuff. We all have our own trials and tribulations. Yes, and we do
Yes.
love you, Dee. And I'm so glad that it worked out. I mean, even though I would have loved to have had Charlie here, obviously, but I love the fact that we just got to chat with you about your accomplishments, because we're constantly talking about other people's accomplishments. And while I'm super happy for all of those people, you deserve that as well. So, and guys, Dee, tell them what we're doing next week.
We have Abigail Owens. Abigail Owens, ladies and gentlemen, a game of gods. And the crowd goes wild. I'm so excited.
That will be on Instagram, just so y'all know. That will be on Instagram because Abigail wanted to be on Instagram. So, but Abigail Owens. I know.
Is it going to be too dorky to have her books right in?
Girl,
I'm just going to hide behind the books.
They're going to be right behind me, right here. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to talk to her.
She's so amazing.
I love her books so much.
Dude, that's another like aura of positivity and love and kindness and like, so small snippet. Sorry, I know we got to go, but like, I went to Spellbound and then in the panel and stuff like that. And I was late to get into the panel because first con, I didn't even pee because I was like, I don't want to miss anything. And so I'm rushing to the stage and then they're like, oh, don't you want to have your book here? And I'm like, ah! So I rush back to the table and I grab a book and then there's no seats except for one by Abigail Owens on the end. And so I'm just like, I felt like a little kid going like, can I sit next to you? Just like,
and she's like
yeah.
Seats taken. No.
She should have, man, because then all of a sudden I was just like, oh my God, I'm sitting next to Abigail Owens. Don't fangirl. And then we're like,
you totally fangirled. I know you.
Oh God, I was swallowing it down like monster erotica, man.
Whoa. Whoa.
I was trying not to freak out. And then like we get a picture. Oh, I love you too. And but yeah, she's like, oh, I really like appreciated how you answered this and this because I identify with this. And I was like, dude, how you said this and touching upon this and this and like, and then I completely forgot to get her autograph. I brought my book to the con and forgot to get it freaking, yeah.
No way.
So then we comment back and forth with each other on her stuff. And then I message her and say how great she is. And then I like chastise myself for not getting her autograph. And then she's like, oh, you get with my PA and we'll send you a book plate. And I'm like, what? You did? Oh my God, I will pay you money. Oh my God, this is amazing. This just made my whole freaking year. Holy, like, she's amazing.
Yeah, she's super sweet. And I mean, just to even come hang out with us is, big deal. So I'm super excited. It's going to be fun.
I'll be
So
poised.
that will be next week. On Instagram, we're gonna chat with Abigail Owens. This is huge. This is big. This is big, y'all. This is big.
Like Monster Erotica big.
Yeah. Girl, what is with you? Did you?
It's because I keep
Monster romance?
No, it keeps popping up on my thing because I think this past weekend was Monster Erotica Con, and so I keep seeing people's stuff, and I'm like, that's an interesting pillow. I don't know how that.
I have seen
You
a
go,
lot of
girl.
videos too. You're not the only one.
Oh my, you guys have fun.
Dude, I hope they had a blast.
Yes.
They had a blast. Oh, Willa's got Rex. Yeah, I
Yes.
bet you do, Willa. I bet you do. There is no doubt in my mind. You and your dragons.
Yeah. Oh, Sinrath. Daddy.
All right, guys, we're going to get out of here. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed our little audio snippets from our special guests. And thank you so much, Jen, and everyone for hanging out. And we love you guys. And we'll see you next
Love
week with
y'all.
Abigail Owens on Instagram.
On Instagram. Love you guys. Bye, baby.